Daily news on breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Everyday news. How are you guys doing? Today is the 20th of September 2021. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Prince Miller Entertainment on Instagram, Prince Miller Entertainment on Facebook, and Prince Miller Entertainment TV on our Facebook group. We are also available on Twitter at P Miller ENT. We welcome new subscribers who are watching us for the first time. Welcome to Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Daily news, breaking news. It comes to you guys each and every day, each and every hour, keeping you guys informed about events, news, what's happening in Zimbabwe, around Zimbabwe. As long as it affects us as Zimbos, we have to talk about it here on our daily news, on breaking news, everyday news. And to all our loyal subscribers who have been with us since day one, big up to you guys. Salute. Without you guys, and so makakosha mimi. And so on Saturday, scores of people led by anti-imperialist group December 12 D12 movement demonstrated at the United Nations headquarters in New York, United States of America, calling for the removal of illegal sanctions against Zimbabwe as the international lobby for the removal of the embargo continues to grow. This comes as Finance and Economic Development Minister Professor Mthuli Ncube, who was in New York last week, said he has lured some investors into the country after convincing them that Zimbabwe is making progress despite the embargo. At the UN headquarters on Saturday, D12 movement was joined by a like-minded organization that includes Black Lives Matter, Greater New York chapter, the Patrick Lumumba Coalition, and the Nation of Islam. The vocal crowd of demonstrators carried placards bearing pro-Zimbabwe messages that read, "Zimbabwe will never be a colony again," "No imperialist sanctions on Zimbabwe," "Stone by stone, President Mnangagwa is building Zimbabwe." D12 International Secretariat member and human rights lawyer Mr. Roger Wellman said they acknowledged the developments being recorded by President Mnangagwa's government. The purpose of the rally was to celebrate Zimbabwe's current success in agriculture, healthcare, infrastructure, and economic development while enduring 20 years of illegal sanctions, and to expose the lies and hypocrisy of the opposition and its funders. Mr. Wellman said speakers from the crowd took turns to express their misgivings with the West. "We are an African people. The reason we are here in support of the people of Zimbabwe is that whatever the people of Zimbabwe are enduring, the people of Congo and Chad are going through the same thing. The countries that are dominating the global economy do not have natural resources. I'm sure you can see why they want to keep Africa in the state that it is." One of the speakers at the event remarked. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Nick Mangwana, said government welcomed the show of solidarity. "We welcome all Pan-Africanist solidarity towards the removal of sanctions, especially now that we are approaching October 25, which is the day set aside by SADC to speak out against illegal sanctions. All positive-thinking people, including those of African heritage and descent, should rally around Zimbabwe in its quest to have sanctions removed," said Mr. Mangwana. He said despite obstacles thrown in Zimbabwe's path by its detractors, the fight to improve the lives of citizens continues. Under the visionary leadership of President Mnangagwa, the focus has been to use our local resources and focus on our advantages to deliver an upper middle income economy for our people by the year 2030 with peace, unity of purpose, and we are using our own resources to develop our country, he said. Mr. Mukwana said government they are aware of plans by opposition activists to engage in antics meant to smear the image of the country in the run-up to the United Nations General Assembly and the COP26 event in Glasgow at the end of October. In a telephone interview on Thursday from the US, Professor Ncube said a number of US businesses were keen to invest in Zimbabwe. "We are here as part of our global roadshow to lure investors. I was very surprised that some of those who are keen to invest in Zimbabwe actually have close ties to the US government, which has imposed sanctions on us. This means that the sanctions are now unnecessary and they need to be removed. Our investment roadshow is part of the President's engagement and re-engagement agenda. There are investors from different sectors and we were able to show them the potential that the country has in agriculture, mining, industry, and a whole lot of other sectors. Political analyst Dr. Gift Ndigwe said it is increasingly becoming difficult for the West to justify sanctions against Zimbabwe. The solidarity message amplifies the idea that the sanctions are unjustified and there is need for global debate on the issue. I take Ditkov as a neighbor who cannot watch his neighbor being tormented and butchered by strangers, said Dr. Gwindingwe. Professor Charles, a media expert, said the solidarity shown by Ditkov should be replicated across the continent. History will judge proponents of sanctions. There was a time when slavery was fashionable, but it became immoral with time. The same will happen to sanctions. The West refashioned slavery in the what will remain subservient to their interest, in sanctions and one of the tools they are using to maintain the repressive system in place. So guys, that's the latest here regarding to the march at the United Nations on Saturday, and we saw some pictures circulating on social media of the D12 movement, the December 12 movement, demonstrating, saying that illegal sanctions in Zimbabwe should be removed. I mean, the D12 movement, they have been doing this for decades and decades, since Mugabe time. We all know during this time of the year, all the heads of state will meet in New York, and this movement has been one of the consistent movements demonstrating each and every time when the heads of states meet in New York. The D12 movement, they want to say movement, they are saying that sanctions should be removed. I mean, sanctions are just part of the main reason why Zimbabwe is still going backwards. But again, we have so many issues that we need to focus on in Zimbabwe, despite nyaya sanctions, nyaya corruption, doing nyaya Zimbabwe. Corruption needs to be dealt with. So guys, let's talk in the comment section. This is daily news on breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. The finance minister, Professor Mthuli Ncube, is also in New York at the moment. The man is trying to get investors, is trying to lure investors to come and invest in Zimbabwe. But some of these investors won't come to Zimbabwe because of sanctions. You know, we all know they cannot transfer their money from the US bank to Zimbabwean bank. Saka panenge pachoda a special waiver ipapo kuti zviitike. So most investors, they always shun to invest in Zimbabwe. They always go to South Africa, some to Botswana, some to Malawi. But due to sanctions, the red tape, not many people are willing to come to Zimbabwe. That's the reason why they are saying sanctions should be removed, so that Zimbabwe can trade freely. Investors can come and invest in Zimbabwe without any red tape. Got it out in the comment section. Nyaya sanctions, we're going to be talking about it for the next few weeks, because on the 25th of October, SADC Vakasa Zwairoro is a sanction day, but those sanctions won't be removed if ED won't change some of the things that America wants Zimbabwe to change, especially nyaya human rights abuses here. Yatakagara chungunzonzi vanhu vari kushungurudzwa muZimbabwe, due to political affiliations, due to nyaya abductions here, and saka pane nyaya. So this is our daily news on breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening and watching. D12 movement waka demonstrate on Saturday at the UN headquarters, saying sanctions should be removed in Zimbabwe. Daily news on breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Bless up.